Hi guys, and welcome to Body Masters Coaching. Today's topic is going to be photographing your food. This is a really useful tip for tracking your food and making it an easy way to keep an eye on what you're eating day to day and week to week, because it doesn't actually require any major effort on your part to kind of log what you're actually eating. You just whip your phone out, take a picture, and it's done. Why is this important, or why is it useful? Because especially if you're recording or you're logging or you're reporting back on your food and what you're actually eating to someone else or to a trainer or even to yourself when you want to look back through the week, if you write down, or if you only write down what you've eaten, then it can be very misleading or very hard to appreciate exactly what you've had, or how much protein or how much carbohydrates or what the ratios were like. But photos don't lie unless you don't put some of the food on the plate, which kind of defeats the object, doesn't it? So taking photos of your food is a really simple way of kind of dispensing any misconceptions about what you actually had to eat, because the evidence is right there. That's what I had. And that then builds part of your program of the food that you've eaten. If you do this once just as a snapshot, it is absolutely useless though. And I was talking to a client about this the other week. He said to me, he came in for a session, I hadn't seen him for a week, and he started telling me about the food that he had yesterday. And after a few different bits of meal planning that he'd had, he hadn't sent me this, by the way, he was just telling me, I said to him, mate, I'm really sorry, but it doesn't matter. He said, well, why? I said, because you're giving me a snapshot of your week. And he looked at me and I said, oh, right. And I said, I need to know what you're eating, but I'm a visual guy. So you saying to me you had steak for lunch, that's great. Okay, first of all, brilliant. You've had steak for lunch. I'm very happy about that, but how much steak? What was with it? Was it grilled? Was it fried? Was it diced? Was it sauteed with a load of vegetables? What did you actually have to eat? And he started telling me a few of the bits and pieces, and I said, all right, okay, so now I've got a bit more information, but nothing would beat a picture in regards to that, because I can actually see what he's having. But that alone isn't enough, because he might have eaten that on that particular day, which was great. But the day before it, he might have had, and he didn't have this, by the way, he might have had cake for lunch. The reason why this factors in, and it's really, really important, is because if someone's sticking to a diet program and they're eating the right things then all the time, and they're logging their food all the time, then you can look back through that week and go, this has been a great week, you've done really, really well. But if you've been eating on and off and good and bad, and you haven't been logging it, then it's really hard to actually help. But if you've been eating on and off and good and bad, and you have been photographing it, then you can be guided, then you can be coached, you can then analyze it yourself. You can look back through that week and go, shit, this wasn't that great a week. Or you can look back and go, okay, this bit was good and this one wasn't so good. Why wasn't that so good? You can only analyze and move forward if you're actually honest and upfront and you log everything for yourself. So when you're doing this, get in the habit of actually recording your food, and just try it for a week and see what happens, and then look back at that week and go, have an honest look at yourself and say, did I do really well this week with my diet, or was I a bit hit and miss? And just to close off, weekends count. So every day of the week has a day in it, and every day is a good day to be eating healthy. Just because you get to Friday or Saturday or Sunday doesn't mean that you get to fall off the wagon and not take those photos. Eat whatever you want, but log it. See you soon.